Hello everyone, this is Akshay from TechBinders, and today we are bringing one more comparison between these two phones. On the left I'm having Lenovo K6 Power and on the right I'm having Redmi Note 4. So I will do a head-to-head comparison between these two phones and I will let you know which one is the winner in this comparison. So without delaying much of your time, let's get started in this video. So here I am holding both the phone. On the left I am having Lenovo K6 Power and on the right I am having Redmi Note 4. So looking from the back, they both look pretty well good and they both have metallic body, but these two top and bottom parts are made of plastic, so it's missing a full metallic body design. So you can see they both have 13 megapixel rear camera, and in the case of Redmi Note 4 you will find dual tone LED, while in the case of Lenovo K6 Power a single tone LED is present. So Redmi Note 4 will take very good images at night, and they both have fingerprint sensor. Now Lenovo K6 Power has two speakers, while in the case of Redmi Note 4 it has only one speaker and one microphone. So two speakers are missing in the case of Redmi Note 4, and in the case of loudness, Lenovo K6 is sheer winner as the music is pretty loud when we compare with Redmi Note 4. Now looking from the bottom, you will find a microphone in the case of Lenovo K6 Power and a microphone and speaker in the case of Redmi Note 4. From the top you will find they both have 3.5mm jack and a micro USB in the case of Lenovo K6 Power, while in the case of Redmi Note 4 the micro USB is at the bottom and they both are missing fast charging, and also it has a IR blaster in the case, so you can control your TV very easily with the help of Redmi Note 4. Now looking from the side, both are identical and they both have a power button and volume up and down button in both the cases. Now from this side you will find they are exactly similar, but Lenovo K6 Power is small as it has 5-inch screen, while in the case of Redmi Note 4 it has 5.5-inch screen. Now we are going to remove both the trays and we are going to compare these two trays. So both the trays are exactly similar as they are hybrid SIM slots, so you can insert two SIM card or a SIM card and a memory card in both the cases. Now you will find out the screen is good in both the cases, and when we talk about the Android version, both are working at Marshmallow out of the box, and the Nougat update has been released in the case of Redmi Note 4. So if you are a Redmi Note 4 user, you can go and download the Nougat update. When we talk about the processor, you will find here both are having octa-core processor, and in the case of Redmi Note 4 it's having 8x ARM Cortex A53 with clock speed 2 GHz, while in the case of Lenovo K6 Power it has 8x ARM Cortex A53 with clock speed 1.4 GHz. Processor is quite fast in the case of Redmi Note 4 and it's missing in the case of Lenovo K6 Power. And when we talk about the GPU render, you will find that it has 506 GB with clock speed 650 MHz, and it has 505 GPU with clock speed 450 MHz. So in the case of GPU also, the Lenovo K6 Power is lagging. Now when you talk about, you will find a 5.5-inch screen, and here you are having only 5-inch screen, and both are having 1080p resolution. When you talk about the screen density, you will find there is a good and bright screen in the case of Lenovo K6 Power, and in the case of Redmi Note 4 it's only having 400 dpi. So even in the 5-inch screen it is providing you 443 dpi. That's good in the case of Lenovo K6 Power. Now when we talk about the battery, both are having lithium polymer battery, and in the case of Redmi Note 4 it's having 4100 mAh massive battery, and in the case of Lenovo K6 Power it is also having 4000 mAh massive battery. And when we talk about the sensors, both are having equal number of sensors, but you will find a magnetometer is missing in the case of Lenovo K6 Power. So Lenovo K6 Power is lacking a magnetometer, while there are more than enough sensors in the case of Redmi Note 4. Now we are going to do an Antutu benchmarking test, and we will find out who is the winner in the case of benchmarking. So let's get started in this test. find that there is a 15,000 points gap in the case of Antutu benchmarking. So Redmi Note 4 has scored 61,468 points, while Lenovo K6 Power has scored only 43,661. So in this case, Redmi Note 4 is sheer winner. And when we compare UX, CPU, RAM, in every case Redmi Note 4 is a winner. And as both are working at 3GB variant, then also Redmi Note 4 has scored more points. Now we are going to do a camera test between these two phones, and we will find out who is the winner in the case of color representation and quality. So when we compare these two images, you will find that the color representation is very well in the case of Redmi Note 4, and the image is more vivid and colorful also in the case of Redmi Note 4, while the color detailing is missing in the case of Lenovo K6 Power. So when we compare it with the real object, you will find that Redmi Note 4 is more close to the real object, while it's missing in the case of Lenovo K6 Power. So here also you will find out that the color representation is very well done in the case of Redmi Note 4, while it's missing in the case of Lenovo K6 Power. We cannot say that the camera quality is bad in the case of Lenovo K6 Power, but in this comparison you will find that Redmi Note 4 is the winner in the case of camera quality test. Now we are going to do a fingerprint sensor test, and we are going to find out who is the winner in the case of fingerprint sensor. So they pretty well open as well at the same time, so we cannot find out a real winner in the case of fingerprint sensor. So now we're gonna do a speed test, and we're gonna find out who is the winner in the case of speed test. So we are gonna fire a lot of application in both the cases, and we're gonna check how much time it takes to complete these apps. So it took around 1 minute 26 seconds in the case of Lenovo K6 Power. Now we're gonna do the pretty same thing with the case of Redmi Note 4. So Redmi Note 4 has completed a speed test in 1 minute 18 seconds, while Lenovo K6 Power has done it in 1 minute 24 seconds. So we can say that the Redmi Note 4 is winner in all the categories, but in the case of loudness you will find that Lenovo K6 Power is pretty more loud in comparison to Redmi Note 4. And if you want a phone in 10,000 range, then you can go for Lenovo K6 Power, but if you want a phone in 11,000, then I will recommend you to go for Redmi Note 4. And also if you want a 5.5 inch screen, then Redmi Note 4 is the phone you are looking for. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the video. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe my channel, that is TechBinders. Looking forward for a subscription. Thank you and have a nice day.